Hi everyone. Today I want to share with you why you should not start a blog if you want to make money online. Right? There's nothing wrong with blogging. A lot of people are making money with blogging. Let me first tell you that. Right? But the issue here is that you've probably watched an income report and you want to jump into starting a blog, but you just don't understand how a blog works. The thing with a blog is that it's not like any form of social media platform connected with it. So which means that if you make a blog post, if you create a website, you have to find ways to get traffic to come to your website, because traffic is people. And in order to make money with whatever form of monetization method you've used, people have to visit your website. You have to see people, like people have to come. That way you can promote stuff to them, you can get them to buy stuff. The other reason why you shouldn't start a blog yet, even before you're thinking about starting the blog, and you have to weigh your options before proceeding, right? And this is not to dissuade you from starting a blog. There's nothing evil about a blog. Blog is a legit form of making money. I need to put it out there, right? So you know, say, oh, this guy said the blogging is not important. I'm a blogger, right? I'm a blogger, so it's not like, oh, this is blogging is scam. No, blogging is not scam. I've been blogging for over 4 years, and yeah, and I still blog and I will still continue blogging, right? So it's not a form of scam, but I just want to tell you so that you know what you're getting into, so you don't get into it and say, oh, nobody told me this stuff, or I wish they had told me, I wouldn't have done it, right? Second thing, this second or third, I can't remember the number. The next thing is that it costs money to start a blog compared to YouTube, compared to Twitter, compared to newsletter and all these other forms of podcast and all those other methods of starting all those other methods, right? Because with a blog, you have to buy a domain, you have to pay for hosting. A domain costs about $15 per year. You spend minimum of $40 to $50, minimum of $40 in hosting, depending on the host you're using, right? Now you need technical know-how to set up a blog, set up WordPress and all those things. Now, of course, you can learn those things, but those things you need to learn those things and put those things out there, right? Compared to if you start a YouTube channel now, it's easy to start. You don't need to pay money to start. You can record a video and put it out there, right? Yeah, the next thing why you shouldn't start a blog if you want to make money online is I told you that you have to find ways to get people to your website. Now, if you're already active on social media and you want to just create a central hub to put all the things you blog about and everything, great, awesome. But if you want to just start out, I think the easiest way and the fastest way to get results, to get sales, to connect with people, is to either start a YouTube channel, yeah, or a podcast, but it will still be on YouTube. That's like the fastest way. The other thing is, sign a blog with AI and everything. It's easier to write and generate content easily, and sometimes you might not even know that it's AI that generated it. But when you make a video, even if you're not so good and not so eloquent, you don't like, you're not very good like in speaking like that, or maybe English is your second language or whatever form of stuff, maybe you write, it's easier to connect with you. All right. And I'm not saying that you can't write. Of course, writing is great and awesome. If writing is your stuff, please do it. But it's easier to connect with people, and it's easier to get monetized, because the thing is, what I'm saying is that for most of us, we want to start blog because we want to make money. And it's, even if we don't want to make money, even if it's a creative form or a creative adventure, it is nice if we can monetize it, because then we can fully focus on creating without having to worry about money. I don't know if I make sense to you. Okay, if you can monetize it, you can support yourself. You can fully put your mind into the craft without having to think of, okay, which work will I go to now so I can get the money to feed, because I need to be alive in order to create content online, right? But once you're able to like get some couple of income to sustain your living expenses and everything, you can then focus on creating content, because now you're like, okay, you're not worrying about, oh, I've not eaten since yesterday. What do I eat now? You're like, oh, you have to go make a video. You're like, yeah. I don't want to make a video and friends are collapse and they will like say, yeah. You don't want to do that, right? You want to put yourself out there. So the next thing is, before you start a blog, start a YouTube channel. Now, here's the sweet thing about starting a YouTube channel. Even though when you start a blog alongside, because sometimes it might take a week, 2 weeks, because you're figuring it out. You don't know how to put a blog, you don't know how to set up your blog. Because for most of us, you that will be starting a blog, you're broke. That's why you're starting a blog, to make money. So you don't like have the money to just outsource your blog to one agency to design and set it up for you, and you just start writing content. No, you don't have that money to pay. So if you start a YouTube channel, what you can do is that you can start posting consistently over time and grabbing the audience. And then eventually, when you do start a blog, eventually when you do get a blog out there, you can get people to come to your blog, because the sweet thing about a blog is that you own a blog, right? But don't forget that there are so many technical know-how you have to learn, which is not so hard, right? But you have to learn those things and learn WordPress. You have to put a lot of things in place compared to when you start in the YouTube channel. The next thing is that I feel like I started a video that why you shouldn't start a blog, and then I end up convincing you to start a blog. But I'm trying to just give you the advice. The next thing is that if you start a blog, if you start a YouTube channel, right, what would happen is that it's easier to repurpose content, because with AI tools and everything out there, you can essentially, once filming a video, you can essentially take your video, transcribe it, tell the AI to break it into paragraphs without changing anything that you said, right? It's not going to rewrite it, it's not going to change it, it's just going to break it into paragraphs, shorter paragraphs. It's going to remove grammar errors. It's going to remove add punctuation and punctuate your speech very well. Where there's full stop, put full stop. Where there's comma, put comma, and break up the sentences and everything, and make everything really nice, right? And work on the spelling and everything, such that when you've made a really good video of about 10 to 15 minutes, you can repurpose it into a blog post and then embed the YouTube channel on your blog. I don't know if it makes sense. So that way you can focus on making YouTube video, become really good at making YouTube video, and then have it repurposed to your website, have it on your website, have it published on your website, have that with YouTube content repurposed on all other forms of platforms. So what I'm telling you now is that it costs money to start a blog, right? And starting a blog, you would have to learn a lot of things, which is a good thing if that's what you're into, but you have to learn a lot of things. But if you have the money to outsource it, you can outsource it to someone to do it for you, and then you start doing it, right? But you have to learn a lot of things, because what I'm saying is that you want to start creating content and you want to put yourself out there online, but you don't want to spend 2 to 3 months trying to figure out blogging, and eventually when you figure it out. So instead, start a YouTube channel or a podcast or a newsletter or any of those forms, and just start out there, start creating content, start getting in the flow. Because the thing is, we don't want friction. Before you know, you're like, no, you're like, no, I don't want to do this thing again, and boom, you're gone. But once you get into the flow, you build up the identity. Now, sooner or later, you realize that, oh, I'm a creator. I create stuff online. First thing I need to tell you is that blogging is not a scam. I've said it earlier on, blogging is not a scam. I've been blogging for 4 years, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I still do. I don't have a course that I want to sell to you. There's none of those things that, you have to join my course or any of those things. This is not one of those videos, right? And then, yeah, so blogging is not a scam. So if you are thinking that, is blog a scam? Should I be doing blogging? No, blogging is not a scam. But I'm just telling you that it's not as easy as they make it seem, because I see most of those videos out there that tell you that, just copy and paste. You just connect this API and it's going to repurpose stuff and this. The thing is that creating content itself is not so hard, because with AI, the issue is getting people to come to your website. Because this is, you might fool someone for the first time, but if I come the first time, I realize that your content is absolute trash. I'm not going to come the second time. I'm not going to come the third time. I'm not going to come the fourth time. I'm not going to come the fifth time. Right? I won't keep visiting your steps. I won't keep visiting your site. I would just stop. Yeah. Right. Well, with YouTube channel, it's easier, right? You can get started immediately, and you can start making money even without ads monetized showing on the channel. Because once you, whatever, I don't know the niche you're in, but in the niche you're in, people will start reaching out to you personally. Probably they want you to handle the task for them. Let's say I don't know the niche you do or what you're doing. Let's, for example, let's say I make let's say I teach people. I have a niche where I teach people how to design podcast cover art and all those things, right? There will be people that will watch those videos and tell me that, dude, wow, I like the way you design stuff. Can you design a podcast cover art for me? Well, you'll be surprised, like, well, but I just thought you had to design. No, I just want you to handle it. I like your design style. You do it for me. How much will I pay you? Right? The connection is deeper compared to when you just write a blog post. So what I'm telling you is that start a YouTube channel. It's going to be easier for you to get out there. Because the thing is that if you start a blog 2, 3, 4 months, 5 months, you might not even get any traffic. Nobody will visit your blog. It will just be like quiet, really quiet and out there, right? So if you want to start a blog and you feel that you're willing to pay for the cost, you're willing to learn and challenge yourself and everything, please do. But if you're like, okay, I want to start a blog, but let me start creating content, because the reason why I want to start blog is I want to create content and share it with the world, so I can then get eyeballs and make money and be creative and share my passion. Start with YouTube video or podcast or a newsletter. If you want me to show you how to make any of get started with any of this stuff, please let me know. Now, so far I've been documenting my Building Public challenge, and this is day 2. So what have I done today? Today I've created about 5 videos, right? 5 videos for the different brands, and so far I've been creating videos, and eventually I will repurpose and schedule across multiple platforms. But the major thing I'm working on is creating a system and a content calendar and a content workflow. But that would I want to, the thing about is I don't want to stop creating in order to work on anything, right? Because I've been there before. So I'll be working on the content calendar as I am working on creating other video content and all that, right? And so that's what I did today. And what else did I do? I am also making this building public portals. I'm getting ideas. And the sweet thing about starting to build online is that once you start building, you get certain ideas that you would never have gotten if you had not started. And that's the sweet thing about building and creating online. Just start. Once you start, you would figure it out, right? And that's that for that. And you were listening to wisdom, talking about my journey. And until next time, if you have any questions, anything you have me to clarify, any myths or conceptions you're not sure if it's true, or something you're scared of that's holding you from starting, let me know in the comment section, and I would gladly make a video answering that, or I will even respond to you in the comments. Then make a video if necessary. And until next time, keep creating and keep pushing.